It's yours. Your art matters. It's what got me here.
The best. Yo, it's your boy Bodgery here. Back from the dead, yeah. Haven't been online in yonkity donks. Months and months. After my tussle with the BBC copyright. So I apologise for those who had their ears assaulted whilst trying to watch my Rose review. Anyway, I'm back and I thought it would be a good idea to cover my other favourite show of all time, One Tree Hill, which if you've seen the title of the video, you obviously know that is what I'm talking about. So yeah, before you go, oh my gosh, One Tree Hill, stinky ass teen drama from the early 2000s. Guys, there's so much heart, so much soul. The music, everything about this show just, it cultivated my teenage years. And I can rewatch it now and still have as much love for it as I did when I first watched it. Yeah, there's some cringe.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Treehill resident.
There is a lot of cringe.
Then turn around, stick it out. Even white boys got the shout.
But it doesn't matter because the characters and the heart of the people behind the show is just is beautiful. And honestly, the journey that you go on with this show is a journey that I wish more people would, give a chance. Most people are like, no, I don't want to watch One Tree Hill because of the connotations of it, and I completely get it. Before I started watching the show, I thought the same thing. I thought it was rubbish. I thought it was stupid high school cheerleader shizness.
First of all, you don't know me. Second of all, you don't know me.
But then I watched the first episode and I was like, oh, this is barely about cheerleader stuff. This is about a young boy and trying to find his way in the world where, his family and the things that have happened in his parents' past have sort of dictated how he's meant to live his life. And compared myself with Lucas Scott in that respect. And so, yeah, just started a big old journey in One Tree Hill, and now it's just the best show ever, and I can just rave about it until I literally lose my breath. So yeah, I'm going to start now. I'm going to start on One Tree Hill. So for those of you who don't know, One Tree Hill came out in 2002, 2003, I believe. The show evolves. It's 9 seasons long, so the show evolves. But it starts off centered around these two half-brothers, Nathan and Lucas. So they both share the same dad. Their father, Dan, was Lucas's mother's high school sweetheart. He got her pregnant, but instead of staying and looking after the baby with Karen, he dumps her and goes to college for his basketball because his career was more important to him. And within a couple of months, he got with another girl, Deb, who is Nathan's mum. Because of the sort of person Dan is, Karen kind of cut off all ties with him.
Just back off Andy and Lucas and leave my world alone.
Making sure that Lucas didn't have a relationship with him and sort of didn't take anything from him. Dan had an injury, didn't make it big into basketball, but started a dealership, and him and his wife and his son are very happy, seemingly happy. Rich, son, is the head of their basketball team, and they're there's a lot of pressure that Nathan is under because his father kind of wants to live the glory days through his son. But the first episode is basically centered around Lucas, who plays basketball too. He loves basketball, but he plays it on the river court because he doesn't want to play on in a professional, the proper high school team alongside his half brother and his father, who he barely talks to, and his father doesn't even notice that he exists. So there's a lot of daddy issues there. Like me. It's kind of a story about that. So you have those two characters and the conflict that happens when Lucas is asked to play basketball for the school team. And then you have the story of the parents, with Dan, who is the father of both of these boys, with Deb, who is the wife of Dan, and of course with Karen, who now has her own business, her own cafe within Tree Hill, which is kind of awkward because, your ex-boyfriend is kind of a big deal in the town and is everywhere. And then you have Lucas's friends. He's got friends at the river court that he plays basketball with, and he has his best friend Haley, and then Nathan has his girlfriend Peyton, and Peyton's best friend Brooke, who is my favourite character, has the best character development throughout the show. B. Davis is gonna change the world someday, and she did. And I love all the actors and actresses who played in their particular roles. It's just such a good show. I could go on about it for like ever. I'm gonna make loads of videos. You know what? I might do a rewatch of season 1 to 9 and sort of do reviews about the seasons, and then I might do like character reviews, like do some with Brooke and Nathan and Lucas and stuff. So yeah, it is about family, it is about bonds, friendship, it's about betrayals. Some episodes they handle so well, you can't help but cry. You really feel connected with the characters, they feel real, they feel like fleshed out human beings that you can meet on the street. They take wild turns like teen dramas do, but I feel like they compensate for that. They don't take the easy route, and they try and make it as realistic as possible, considering in other ways they do really try to keep it as realistic as possible. When something big happens, it's not just next episode everything's fine, there are repercussions. And as the show progresses, they do the high school years, and it's very easy with teen dramas to kind of continue, do the college years and stuff like that, which kind of doesn't work because almost all teen dramas, all the actors are a lot older than their ages in the show. So when you have characters that are like meant to be 18, 19, being played by like 29, people in their 30s, it kind of looks a bit off. So what they did was after season 4 and they finished high school, they did a 4-year jump. Helped a lot. The actors kind of were playing adults, and they were playing characters that were closer to their ages, so it felt more realistic. It is a great show. The families are just so messed up. Like, another aspect of the show is that Dan, who is the father of Nathan and Lucas, has a brother, Keith, who is in love with Lucas's mum and kind of becomes Lucas's surrogate father. And he's known as the less successful brother. So there's tension, there's drama, there's tension and drama throughout this whole thing. And I haven't even touched upon the romances for the for the teenagers and the main cast, because that's a whole other heap of drama, not just in the show but in the fandom, because trust me, to this day, the fighting, this person should have been on this person, this person should have been on that person, it is pretty strong, but it's a great show. I'd recommend it to anyone, really. For somebody that I think will be really cynical about it, the episode that I would say to watch is With Tired Eyes, With Tired Minds, We Slept. It is a episode that addresses school shootings, and it's done in such a clever way, and the way it was progressed was literally from the first episode of season 1. They basically progressed this storyline to reach its tipping point, and there are so many things like on rewatches where they address like really serious issues, and you actually can't believe how early on they tease these things, and then it comes to fruition and you're just like, wow, this is really well written. The other aspect of the show that needs to be addressed is the music. Every single episode in this show is named after a song. The music is the heart. From the moment the show starts, it is just infused with music. Lots of types of music, but they kind of stick to sort of the alternative rock thing. Peyton, one of the main characters, she's really into art and she's really into her music and her records, so you kind of get that side of from the music within the actual show, but the music that is used throughout the show to sort of show how characters are feeling and what they're doing, and it's done really well. And there are so many artists that sort of came out from the show, you know. Gavin DeGraw, of course, was pretty well known in certain states of America before One Tree Hill, but after One Tree Hill, he blew up. There are so many artists, from Lupe Fiasco to Michelle Featherstone, and even Fall Out Boy. Pete Wentz was a character for a few episodes in the show, dated one of the girls. Lots of characters end up singing and stuff, but it's not like a musical. It's sort of, they kind of pursue it as their careers. They do so much. Health cancer awareness, they did loads of stuff with Sunkissed. You know, the show really did do a lot, for not just the people within the show, but for a lot of people who bettered their lives. And that's kind of all we want from the art that we make, to change someone's life. But honestly, it's a great show. Recommend it. If it's on Netflix, hit it up. If you want to buy it, download it, get DVDs, do it. It's not that expensive. I implore you to try it. And I'm going to sign off by saying, there is only One Tree Hill, and it's your home. Bye, guys.
Subscribe.